The first Bedrock Edition beta for 2023 has arrived, and Mojang has been busy. We got some big parity in today's beta, such as being able to fit in 1.5 block tall areas. We got the short crouching on Bedrock Edition finally. After so many years, this huge parity change is finally here. Not only that, we also have dozens of other great bug fixes and a couple of maybe concerning bug fixes. So if you enjoyed today's video, then consider dropping a like and maybe subscribe, but otherwise, let's get into it. So this is still early stages for the short crouching. As you can see, when you actually crouch, your camera moves down quite a bit, just like Java Edition, and now you can fit underneath half slabs and to 1.5 block tall areas. You can't use a trapdoor to go into swim mode or to make yourself a block tall, however. As you see, it just kind of closes on your player and nothing actually changes, but I assume that'll probably be coming in a future beta. And also, no, you cannot throw yourself away into a composter, which is very sad. There's also a couple known issues with this, so like jumping down a gap might not work that well. You might have to jump several times in order to actually fall down if you are stuck, you know, in a gap like this. If you're crouching like this, you might not be able to interact with blocks as expected. And also, your third-person camera doesn't quite work. As you can see, it's stuck in the slab above me, which is a tiny bit of an X-ray, and also just like does not look that good. So if you're stuck in the swim mode, if you exit into an area that's slightly taller, you'll be put into crouch mode automatically. Of course, I can't really show you that, but yeah, I am actually crouching right now. I guess you have to take my word for it. You can kind of see that I'm crouching like this. This beta also changes a couple things having to do with the end crystal. So if you're in the end dimension, the end crystals will no longer be able to actually delete blocks for you. Previously, you could push these guys into a piece of bedrock, for example, and it would delete the bedrock by placing fire there instead. But as you can see, that no longer happens, and this is gonna make it a lot more difficult to farm bedrock blocks on Bedrock Edition. There might still be a way, but the current methods all rely on this little mechanic right here where you can delete bedrock using an end crystal. So without this, it might be a little while until we have a new method of farming bedrock on Bedrock Edition. So basically what I'm saying is, farm all your bedrock before 1.1970 releases. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like super speed horses are in this update either. It seems like they have finally been removed from the game. So these guys have speed like a bajillion, and this baby does not have any speed effect whatsoever. This baby should be moving around like this guy over here, who I artificially gave the effect to. So if you want super speed horses, pigs, mules, donkeys, or anything else, get it before 1.1970 releases, because this classic Minecraft bug is being removed. Now, even after the bug is removed, these guys should still have their effect, so if you make some super speed horses now, then they should last into future updates. And who doesn't want super speed pigs? Make them now before they are gone forever. On the plus side, horses that you breed now will actually give their offspring randomized attributes. So this makes it actually possible to do proper horse breeding on Bedrock Edition and get better horses over time. So you can get faster horses, stronger horses, jumpier horses, all from 2 base pairs, which is exactly how it should work. Previously, the offspring would be basically identical to the adults no matter what you did. Real quick, a major misconception that I saw a lot of a couple of days ago when Java Edition got the new armor trimming feature in the Snapshot is everybody assumed that it was not coming to Bedrock Edition, even though I never said that. Every single new gameplay feature since 1.16 has come to both Bedrock and Java Edition. Just because one platform gets it first, it does not mean that it's a platform exclusive. Mojang doesn't do exclusive features anymore. Everything going forward is going to be the same for both platforms. So just want to clear that up because I saw literally hundreds of comments saying that it wasn't coming to Bedrock. Also, if you haven't heard about armor trimming, go watch my video. It's an amazing new feature. It's great. There's been a bug fix to note blocks, so now you can hear them from a greater distance, and when you back away from them, they get slightly quieter the further away you are. There's not like a steep drop off in sound. Now, as you can see, we're about, 30 or so blocks away. We can still just barely hear it, but the closer that you get to it, the louder it is. There's a pretty odd bug with the Thorns of Three enchantment. If you have any piece of armor on that has Thorns 3 or any type of thorns, you can take rapid damage from berry bushes, magma blocks, or cactuses if you walk into them. This bug was discovered in the 1.1960 betas, so it's probably going to be in the 1.1960 update and fixed in 1.1970. There's been 3 very nice bug fixes to swimming and gliding, so now whenever you shoot a projectile, it's actually going to come out at the same layer as you and not a block above you. Same applies to dropping items. They actually come out from your head layer now instead of the block above you. And when you're trying to break or mine blocks or open inventories, it's now at the correct layer instead of a block above you. Basically, the game just thought you were still 2 blocks tall previously, but all of those annoying bugs have now been fixed for swimming and flying. Mojang has also made a very nice change to observers in this update. So previously, observers could get a little bit broken and corrupted, and you might notice an observer that cannot detect anything. So if you had an observer clock like this, the end of this might either be stuck on red or stuck turned off, and basically, even if you broke the observer and replaced it, it would not fix it, but that bug should now be fixed. Mojang has also given us a very nice update to hoppers on Bedrock Edition, and now hoppers are able to pick up items through anything that is shorter than a full block. So if it's shorter than a piece of stone, it can have items picked up through it. So I've tested everything on this line, and it all works as it should, which is very nice. Notably, you can now pick up items through farmland, path blocks, and soul sand as well, which is absolutely great. We've been needing that for a very long time on Bedrock Edition. Of course, this also works with things like enchanting tables and even the grindstone and stone cutters. Everything on this line you can pick up items through, except for ender chests, and trap chests, because those are, of course, inventories. There's been a bug fix to the Ender Dragon is now visible from more than 64 blocks away, seemingly infinite distance. As you can see, we are several hundred blocks away now, and the Ender Dragon still renders in. Previously, there was a bug where it would unrender after 64 blocks. If your render distance is big enough, you can technically see it from 1,000 blocks away. I turned on my render distance all the way, so yeah, there's the main end island, and there's the Ender Dragon flapping around. Also, yeah, I'm on PC. We got like 96 chunk render distance. What's she gonna do about it? Now, the bug report also said that this applied to projectiles as well, but that does not appear to be the case. As you can see, all those tridents and arrows unrendered after 64 blocks, and even if you fire these or throw them, yeah, they still unrender after 64 blocks, which should maybe be changed. It would be nice to see where your stuff actually, like, lands. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like and consider subscribing, but thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys down in the comments and in the next one. And then there was silence.